Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have another episode in our Spoiler Spotlight series in which I talk about, well, spoilers and tell you what my thoughts are on them. But before that, just a quick reminder to click subscribe if you enjoy my videos. We're well on our way to 1 million subscribers and your support means everything to me. And today we're going to be talking about Naya Joins Up. For one colorless, one red, one green, and one white, it's a legendary enchantment with when Naya Joins Up enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls, and if a triggered ability of a legendary creature you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. So this is a really powerful effect that is somewhat limited by the fact that it's only in Naya color identity. So we've seen a lot of effects that double triggers lately. Obviously Roaming Throne is incredibly powerful and has been dominating the commander scene for the last few months, and the fact that it has ward and is colorless obviously has something to do with that, but it's mostly because it's going to be doubling triggers, which is really good. Now this is similarly powerful, except it's only going to double triggers for legendary creatures, but that's really not that big of a problem. Now the thing is, similar to the Rakdos Joins Up card that we talked about earlier, it's actually a very efficient card because the first ability is almost good enough by itself so that you don't feel too bad at playing it, and then if you can take advantage of the second ability, it's all gravy. Again, just like with Rakdos, this is ever so slightly overcosted to deal 5 damage to a creature or planeswalker, but it is still removal that's going to get rid of most creatures in a game, which is something that is nothing to sniff at, even though it is 3 colors, 4 mana, and sorcery speed. But even considering all of that, getting an immediate 2-for-1 is not bad at all, and then you have that upside of doubling legendary triggers. Now the first thing I want to say is that this just works really well in any Naya deck where your commander has a triggered ability, which is probably going to be most decks, seeing as commander is full of triggered abilities these days. Now obviously, and without wanting to add fuel to the fire, it's going to be insanely good in Voja, which has a powerful triggered ability, and that deck didn't need any help right now, so getting this is just absolutely incredible. It gives the deck a bit of removal and immediately is going to double up all the triggers from your commander, which is going to pump your team even more. Yes, it might be a bit win more, but in the cases where you don't have that big of a board of elves, getting double that trigger and drawing 2 cards can be incredibly good. It's also incredibly good in Duskana, which is a deck that I've been enjoying a lot lately. Doubling the triggers from your commander there means you're going to draw double the amount of cards and you're going to pump your creatures by double the amount when they attack. It fits so nicely and it's going to make all your deck that much better, and having removal attached to it is just gravy because it's often a very aggressive deck, so being able to remove a potential blocker is definitely worth it. So those are 2 cases where this is obviously going to be very good, and if you go into more colors you can obviously put it in an Aragorn list. It's going to be very nice there because Aragorn is triggering off of basically every spell you're casting. In Joda it's going to again be unbelievably good because your whole deck is basically legendaries, so that's kind of going to make it very, very worth it to include there. You're going to get all these extra kind of cascade triggers, which means you're definitely never going to run out of gas. I think that the second ability on this is actually even better than the Rakdos one, because being able to deal damage is nice with the Rakdos one, but it does actually force you to have more legendaries, whereas with this, if you have a powerful enough trigger on your commander, you really don't need that many other legendaries in the deck for this to be good. You just kind of play it, run it out, and it's going to give you so much value. This to me seems like one of the stronger cards in the set, and as I said, I think it's only limited by the fact that it's in Naya colors, but still gonna be really, really good. So there you have it. Those have been my thoughts on this new spoiler. What do you think about this card? Please let me know in the comment section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel, and until next time, take care.